Hey Lane. Okay, so I'm going to do your crown this morning because obviously that needs to be done. This is the 6309. After 2 days of running, look at that. Those are fantastic numbers for this. It's got to be about 40% power right now. Should be good. Okay, let's get this crown going. Okay, so here we go. This is the original crown and stem for your 1968 6105 8000. We can see that it's, usual dirt, gruck. And I'm sure we're going to find an ancient seal in there. Cool. Always the first thing with these is you want to make sure that you heat the crown enough to free up, because these stems are they're cemented in place. They have an adhesive so that they don't come loose. And if you just try to crank this thing out, you can easily snap the stem. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so there the stem is, and you can see the remains of the glue that was holding it in place, the adhesive. Heat frees it up very nicely, and it saves all kinds of stresses. You just heat that thing up, and out that comes. You can feel the adhesive give way when the heat soaks in there far enough, and it just spins right out nice and smoothly. And so we have then crown, no stem in it, and now it's to the next stage, which is getting this ring out of here, and that is an involved process that I'm not going to show, because honestly it already takes doing this part, opening it up, getting these things to open up actually is one of the biggest issues, not issues, it's one of the biggest chunks of labor involved in redoing these crowns. It can take, it's not a 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 open thing. You have to really work, and it really takes serious time to get these open. So having filming while I'm going on just won't work. I have to be right on top of it. But I'll get it open and we'll come right back. And as I expected, that was a lot of work to get open. Because the thing is too, is you have to, when you're opening these things, you're putting a lot of pressure, and you don't want to mash down you don't want to damage the outside face of the crown, and so you have to cushion the other side, which means it distributes force unevenly, and it makes it harder to really bring the pressure to bear on this. There is the original crown seal, and it is basically no flex at all. I mean, remember, this is rubber. Here's the new seal. Now these are, I'm proud of these. These are American made, and they're good quality, and as you can see, they're squishy. Let's get that going. So anyway, there's the ring, there's the empty crown, and this is the little spacer that goes in the bottom, just like that. Cool. Let me clean it all up. Okay, here is everything all cleaned up. I have the new crown, the crown assembled with the new seal inside. There that is. There's the old one. Good stuff. And so now I'm gonna take this. I've done a few things. I've cleaned up the channel that this locks into on the end of this, opened up that all the way around very, very carefully, sort of milled that open, and then you reverse cone this thing to sort of get it to, it drops the external diameter just a little bit, and then when you seat it in using a staking press to knock that into place, when it flattens out, it spreads out into this ring again. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so now I have snapped the ring back. Would you get in there? Darn it. I've snapped this ring back in place. It is back in the channel. Darn it. It's back in the channel, and so now the next thing to do is just to flatten it out carefully. So you flatten it, and then it moves into this channel. Great thing about doing this, if you do it right, you don't don't glue anything back together. This is literally just metal on metal, and it holds exactly as it should, and when you're done, it should look like nothing happened at all. Okay, there that is now. And the only thing to do now is I'm going to go through and I'm going to move that down. I to put this into a staking press, and I just take that edge down a little bit. And there it is. All sealed up. And that's the way it ought to be. And there it is. There's the crown, all rebuilt, back in place, doing everything it ought to do. It's got the right thing. It's trimmed right to the exact right length, and I don't know, that's about it. That's all you can really say. It's done. And you'll get back the old crown seal. You can do with that what you will, and that's it. Okay, thank you much.